It's been 6 months since the passing away of Alaafin of Oyo. But one of the Olori, the first set that ran away from the palace, she's called Badrat.
Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv.
Badrat came into that palace for one thing, and since she couldn't get it, she did what they called travailler. She packed herself and moved on. She said a lot of things, and at the end of the day, people started hearing stories of, oh, one Fuji musician is involved in this, that person, this person. But the truth be told, these are young ladies that Alaafin took into his home. He will not be able to satisfy them. And moreover, financially, he's not going to make himself look like, a fool, pouring out cash to them as if he's trying to buy their love. Now, Badirat has decided to shock haters, shock whoever it is out there who believe that she will not rise above that. We know that that story came out and we saw him. You know who he is? Okikiola. He's a Yoruba actor. He's not one of the A-list actors, but at least we all know him. He is good in what he does. We started seeing both of them together. They were kind of portraying this fashion show. But when we dug deeper, we got to realize that there is fire inside of the mountain. Not on top now, it is inside of the mountain. A young lady, when they go for an older man, it's because of financial reasons. When younger men go for older women, financial reasons, or somehow everywhere is dry, there is nothing else. And maybe, but most times that's what it is. So, Okikiola and Badrat, if you look at both of them, they both match somehow. But what I want to bring to you today is the new house, that she decided to do what? To blind the eyes of her haters. Now, we all know that when Alaafin passed away, there was so much clamor for who will become the next Alaafin. And more important, properties. Everyone is launching his or her own arsenal. I'm talking of the older children of Alaafin. They are like, who are these two left leg ladies who think that they can come in and grab what we have been working towards, what we have been serving, and their own mothers are there. Quickly, they shared most of these things among themselves, and unless you want to lose your life, I think that is when you want to begin to hit your hand on your chest and start claiming this and that, claiming that and that, and say, I'm fighting for my child. They will say, okay, is it not when you are alive with your child that you will be talking about properties? But she decided to show to people that, me too, I am there. Now, when you take a closer look at that property that she decided to flaunt, you will realize that it will be difficult for Alaafin to give this out to her. And, this looks much more like what someone hustled somehow to get. Alaafin of Oyo, yes, he gave out some properties to some of his wives, if not all of them. But these are houses that are not modern, they are not state of the art. They are not this type of houses that you will say, okay, at least I try. They are those type of 3-bedroom apartment, 4-bedroom up and down, those type of old school kind of houses. Those are the types that we know that Alaafin has been giving to his wives. So the bone of contention is this amongst a lot of people. How did she come about this? Because everyone believed that their source of income is Alaafin for you. They feel that the only thing they have is probably one boutique here and there. Where did they get money? But people do not know that if you plan yourself properly. She came in there with a purpose. She realized that that purpose was going to be, truncated. She felt that the next thing she needed to do was to move before she finished all her life and time and years sitting with an old man. She's not getting anything. Let us be sincere. What kind of love? Unless there is something, there are some people who have that thing. They like older people, older women or older men. But in general, when you see that kind of relationship, it is basically financial and nothing more. Yes, most of the time it is financial, or you are under inside, under, in between duress, like how you see some younger men, Africans in some of these European countries. You will find them in some European countries. Most of these people are young men who somehow through the desert, through the back way, through the ocean, the sea, how they got to Europe, they can take whatever it is that they see. They will often go with older women. When I say older women, I mean people that are older than their grandmother. Some of them do these things, but normally this is not what younger people do. They want to go with at least people who they can match up with, like, okay, at least 8 years, 10 years maximum difference, 12, in between, 5, like that. But in this case, look at what it is. So ever since the passing away of Alaafin, we now looked and checked. We now realized that the photo shoot stopped for the rest of the Oloris. Only Badrat is still putting herself there like, I can do all things. I can do all things without Alaafin for you. I can put myself there. I can still show people that I am who I am. Alaafin, alive or dead. When Alaafin passed away, some of them came to offer their condolence, and the children of Alaafin, the older one, and the elder wives, particularly the older children of Alaafin, chased some of them away, booed them away, and told them, get out of here. Do you think we want you? Do you think we want you? When he was alive, you say you don't want him. So it is his dead body that you want. But do not forget that all of these women have children. So they are coming on behalf of their children. Also, that's it. And also to make sure that they show their presence, like, my son is here. Do not think that when you are sharing property, that will be the end of it. My own children too are here, or my own child is here. That's basically what many of those women came for. That's it. Well, it is not news, like I said before, that Okikiola and Badrat are together. They said they are married. They've done some coded underground, traditional introduction and all of that. Why not? The women who went with Alaafin for you, they cannot stay like that. It's not possible. That would be wickedness. We can't say, oh, because they are married, they were once married, or they divorced. And come on, there is this saying that if you get married to a king and then blah blah blah, you divorce, you cannot get someone else, all of that. Although I know that there are strict instructions that have been placed down that none of these women can remarry any or your indigene. So right now what we have is called Pepe Dem. What Badrat did was to build a house, flaunt a house, showcase a younger man, so that the rest of the Oloris, the one that decided to stay with Alaafin and those old school houses that he gave to them, I'm not saying those houses are not great. They are great in their own level. But he decided to bring out our own house. Like, you know what? Without this Alaafin, without this, I got this. Because people thought, oh, she has left. Let us see how she's going to do her life. She's going to smell. She's going to be smellos. Everything is going to go down for her. But she decided to fight, stand firm, and do her business rather than just waiting on what they are going to share and give us. How much are they going to give us monthly? In fact, if you look closely, you will realize that many of those women there have decided not to leave Alaafin's palace dead or alive. They will be cutting their show somehow behind the scene. Yes, but they will want to remain so that they can still continue using the house help and maid. And of course, since Alaafin is gone, well, you know what it means. All of those extras will definitely go. So Badrat has continued to say congratulations to herself. She does not say my late husband Alaafin of Oyo, Iku Baba Yeye, my this, my that. No, she talks about herself, giving kudos to herself, to her own personal efforts. I think this is a big one. It's a lesson to a lot of women there who think that, oh, without a man, without one thing, if I don't sell myself like this or give myself like this, I will not achieve in life. I'm just a piece of object to gratify a man, to beautify a man for financial purposes. And, this will come as a kind of shock or a blow to some of those women, to propel some of them who already had second thoughts like, you know what are we doing here? Loafing around. Let us get rid of this mess from our minds, from our life. Let's move on. Let's do something better. Let us stop sitting down in our foolery, thinking that, oh, manna must keep coming from heaven down to us. Let us propel ourselves to be a better person. Let us become better women. Let us show to people that yes, a woman too can do it. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not done so. The red notification icon bell is very important. Please do tap on it.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel, and if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.